Hey, it's Risa G and Roxy in Risa's Cluttered Kitchen, and come in here today to show a little bit more of my very small amount of holiday prep work. I'm making my mother's mashed potato stuffing, and I don't know where she got this recipe. All I know is I remember it vividly on the Thanksgiving table as a child and into adulthood. And after my mother passed away, I contacted my sister and asked her if she knew how Mom made the mashed potato stuffing, and she did. And so she gave me the recipe, and I wrote it out, and I've been making it ever since. So I'm just going to show you the basic prep for it, and I'll put the whole thing together the day before Thanksgiving. Basically just mixing the mashed potatoes and the stuffing and the vegetables together and baking them with some turkey stock. And the day of, I'll just add a little bit of actual drippings from the turkey and put that on top, and that will be stuffing. So, here we go. Say hi. I'm a big star. Okay, so I've already cooked 3 potatoes. So I cooked 3 or 2 really large ones and 1 a little bit smaller, medium-sized potato. 1 potato per person. In the Instant Pot, this time on steam. I wanted to see how it came out compared to manual. 15 minutes on high pressure, and they're fine. Alright, so I'm going to refrigerate them as is, and then the day of or the day before, I'll mash them with some butter, and I'll heat them up. I'll mash them with butter and milk, and then add them to the stuffing. But I just wanted to show you that was already done. Another change to the recipe. We've realized over the last year or so that Trevor is a little bit, I don't know, allergic or something to onions. His stomach doesn't like them. So instead of onion, I'm using a little bit of garlic, which means I'll cook it slightly less, and I won't soften it so that it burns or anything. I'm also using some celery and some mushrooms, as in Mom's recipe. So I'm going to saute these. Alright, I've already made stuffing from a box. That's what Mom used. That's what I'm using. And Mom's recipe called for mashed potato flakes. So 70s. You know, a lot of convenience foods. Hers recipe was made with Idahoan or one of those mashed potato flakes. And I have done it that way. But I thought this year I would do it with fresh potatoes, since really you're just mixing the mashed potatoes with the stuffing and baking it. So that's a little change of pace this week. So I'm just going to show you, I'm just going to saute the onions and the celery and the mushrooms until they're softened, slightly golden. Add the garlic, and I'm going to add that to this and let it cool. To the stuffing and let it cool. And then on Wednesday, I'll make these into mashed potatoes, add them, and that'll be that. Alright, so I'm gonna do this in my cast iron skillet instead of Instant Pot.
Alright, maybe you should.
See, as you can see, so a lot of the water is dissipated. That means that it'll start browning in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Now that the natural water is boiled out of the mushrooms. Now, see, my mother also just sliced the mushrooms. For convenience, I used my little Vidalia onion thing, and I chopped everything down. Mom used onion. I don't know where she got the recipe. I assume Woman's Day magazine or Family Circle, one of those kind of things, because she always bought it at the newsstand or at the supermarket, and she was always trying new things that she saw in magazines and newspapers. I really think that if she was alive today and she was computer savvy, you know, she would probably love all these recipe apps and things and finding new recipes to try on everybody, because she really loved doing that. But I have no idea where she got this from. It's just a weird melange. You know, when I tell people I'm making mashed potato stuffing, they go, "You making mashed potatoes?" I go, "No, I'm making mashed potato stuffing." You mean just stuffing, but with potatoes in it? I go, "No, mashed potato stuffing. It's mashed potatoes and stuffing. All in one." I don't know where she got it from, but I always thought it was like the greatest thing. When I learned how to make it, I couldn't believe it was all convenience stuff, because she did do a lot of stuff from scratch, so I never understood. And Joni, I guess, never asked her where she got it from, you know. No, I had no idea. Okay, so here we are. We've got the mushroom mixture mixed with the stuffing, right? Stuffing from a box. And that's in the casserole dish. Casserole dish has been buttered, okay? We've got our fresh mashed potatoes. I took the 3 potatoes that were cold. I heated up a little bit of broth with some cream, and some butter, all right? And then I added in the minced up potatoes and stirred it around, and then I mashed it, and so we've got mashed potatoes, right? So I'm going to drizzle this with a little bit more broth just to keep it nice and moist, all right? Take some mashed potatoes. I like to spread it on top and then start folding it. And then I could have used a bigger casserole dish just to make this easier, but whatever. Just wanted to show you the basic idea of my mother's mashed potato stuffing. Okay. Fold it in so it doesn't get all mushy. Okay. Right. Okay. There we go. It's all mixed together. And then uncovered, it goes into a 350 oven for half an hour. Okay. And that's it. Okay. So if you're going to do this on the day of, obviously, I would do it while the bird was cooling, tented and redistributing all of its wonderful juices while you're waiting to carve it. You put this into a 350 oven, half an hour, a little bit of the juices, the drippings, and that's it. All right, and it's done. All right, if you're doing it ahead of time, you can actually mix it together like this, refrigerate it, and then the day of, do exactly what I just said, okay? But definitely add some drippings and put it in the oven, and it'll taste like you just did it, all right, as if you just made it. And that's Mom's mashed potato stuffing, and one of the favorites of my childhood. I hope you make it, or try it, at least, at some point, because it really is delicious. Okay? And if you like this video, please like it, and subscribe to my little channel, and press that little bell, and we'll see you again soon at Risa's Cluttered Kitchen. Bye.